Well, hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Brought to you today, we have the weekly of Skyward Randomizer. On tracking, we will have Jade Midiboo, and on commentary, we have Gordon Devor and Vimilia. Hello, how are you doing, you two?
Doing good. Excited to be back after having to be away for a while.
Yeah, I'm doing well. It's Saturday, can't complain.
I mean, I can complain. There's not supposed to be RuPaurs in these settings, so I
That's
can
true.
complain.
I don't blame you for complaining that there's no reports in these settings. I know they're working on trying to fix the report standard, but I think in a few weeks there might be a race for your fellow report lovers.
I sincerely hope so. But speaking of settings, other than the fact that we unfortunately don't have RuPaurs today, what are we expecting?
So they are doing 3 required dungeons with the dungeon entrance randomizer, which means your required dungeon entrances can be anywhere, including Skykeep. There will be some hints because they're playing with chest dowsing. So if Skykeep is an entrance for a required dungeon, you will get a ping on chest dowsing for Stone of Trials. But they're playing with chest dowsing, but no hints. So we will be just as blind as the runners are about what dungeon entrances work.
Excellent. So you're telling me I'm probably going to need to try to remember this, but end up forgetting because I'm forgetful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I will also forget, so I'll do my best.
We can do our best together.
This is why I have a pen and paper that I never use by my side.
Okay. Both of them have some fun. Tunic cutlers happening.
Yeah. And
very good.
As you can see from Raid, if you haven't played recently,
Skyview, Sandship, and
Fire Sanctuary.
Was that Fire Sanctuary?
Yeah. So we're getting your favorite dungeon.
We are. That's really nice for, my first race back getting to commentate after a while that we have Sandship.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Skyward Sword Randomizer in a while, the required dungeons have been moved to the Find menu from the board, so you can check them anytime.
Well, that's a very fun first thing to find.
Yeah. I haven't
There
seen...
will be no harp. What is the word? My brain just went poof.
Casino?
Yes. None of that today.
Yeah. We've got some crystals, and it looks like it is a fairing start. I think I saw the green pillar.
I sure was not paying close enough attention.
We're going to see Kit make a bit file, which will be useful for back-in-time tricks. All 3 of the required dungeons have some back-in-time shenanigans you can do. And Raid will almost certainly also make a bit magic file, because if you don't know Raid loves back-in-time.
Yes. And a bottle.
Yeah.
This is quite an interesting few first items, huh?
Yeah, it's between the harp and bottle, that's going to open up some checks in Skyloft in the Sky. We see Raid doing the Collins letter check. And this is also a new thing.
Speaking of Colin's letter.
Yeah. Instead of having chests in the statue, you now get the 2 items when you pull out the sword. Yeah, I bet when Raid sees the actual Collins letter, he's going to be laughing. And this is also a lot of early gratitude crystals. Which
then
probably means that
best friend has something.
Yeah, Betro 5 or 10 might have something. I don't think we're going to have to see loose crystals, but yeah, we're seeing KitKat do the second half of the Collins letter quest. So just kind of seeing them change positions. And you will get to see Colin running away crying. Which, let's be real, Colin's kind of a jerk. Not going to say he deserves it, but...
Even more gratitude crystal.
I'm going to hope for our runner's sake that they don't have to collect loose crystals for Patrol 30. But yeah, we're going to see Kit get to 20 crystals before leaving Skyloft because he's going to finish up. And I don't think they can get to 30 crystals with the items they have. Because oh no, they could. But nobody's going to do it.
Reed now getting Colin's letter.
Yeah, and we'll see if he goes to get Pipit's crystals as well, or if he just keeps going. I think he is gonna finish up that quest, so the players have switched the order, but done exactly the same things at this point.
Yep.
And I'm 100% convinced we're going to see them hit Betrow before leaving Skyloft.
I mean, with 20 crystals, it would be a very odd choice to not.
Yeah. I feel like that's the first junk item we've seen.
I think it is. Which is rather impressive, actually. We went 5 minutes without a junk item.
Yeah. Okay. So the shed chest is going to be a required item.
Good
whatever
to know.
it is. Or it's going to be an extra bottle. Yeah, and Kit's going to go, I think, do Betro and then do the waterfall cave from the back.
It's such a fun trick, and I'm really glad that people do it.
The waterfall cave one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is not too difficult either. Just like this Betro trick. They're very easy to learn. As long as your Wii is calibrated. If your Wiimote's not...
They are not a good time.
Yeah. The motion controls work really well until they don't work.
Okay, golden skull. Okay, something we can't turn in yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not good, it just means we can't turn it in yet.
Yeah, I don't think there's any early Beetle shenanigans you can do without a bomb. So,
I mean, it could still be something. We just have to wait a little bit to know if it's something.
yeah. And Raid is actually skipping Petro. Which, from what we know, he's probably not missing anything.
But that's still quite a decision when you have 20 crystals.
Yeah. There are runners, I think, whose philosophy is generally to just skip Petro at all costs. Until they get a lot. And Waterfall Cave, looking like nothing, but we'll see if this rupee has anything that looks like it's...
A baby rattle.
Man, at this rate, they're clearing a lot of Skyloft very early. But I don't think we're going to see either one turn in the rattle right now.
Ooh, Jade coming in with a spicy prediction. Ruby tablet on 50 crystals.
I'm sure our runners would love that. And they are synced up, pretty much. Jumping off and going to the sky. That was cool.
I mean, I would love that, so...
Yeah. We're going to see, I think both of them probably hit the Lumpy Pumpkin.
Yep.
And Gauss's 2. Yeah, so Spiral Charge has nothing useful. But Triforce, which means we get to see the best cutscene in the game.
Ciao.
You get to see it twice, in fact.
Roar.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
my best impression.
This is a bug. The Triforce doesn't fall, so you have to just exit and re-enter to grab it. It's a weird bug that they have been working on fixing.
Oh, that is an interesting thing to know, huh?
Did Kit grab it?
Kit
No.
got the soup and then drank the soup.
Yeah. I was gonna say, he went through the back door. So I didn't think he got it. But... yeah, the only other thing we might see is the Oriel crystals before they go into Farron. But I think they're probably just going to go right into it.
I feel like that's really a preference because you can also get up mushroom spores in Farron.
Yeah.
So it's really just a routing preference, I think.
Yeah, I think it's also... I mean, you get 3 items for a pretty quick fetch quest. So it's not necessarily bad, especially because Farron checks are slower.
Please place my bet now. Where is the Ubi tablet?
There are so many options.
Slingshot. Well, that now means they could check Beetle if they wanted to.
And I'm sure they will. Because you want to know if you need to grab some money.
Well, actually, I meant to say they could check the Horned Colossus Beetle, but they can also check Beetle. They can do both simultaneously. Well, yeah. Kit can. Ray doesn't have it yet.
But they're both going to head down to Farron first. which is, I think, makes sense, but I think with chest dowsing, knowing what's in Beetle's shop can be useful because money can be a little harder to come by.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jade, they're actually not using the Phi hints on this one.
Clearly, to get their money, they're just going to go and play Thrill Digger to be
True.
able to show me some Rupors. Clearly the most logical thing to do.
Yeah. They, I think next week the Phi hints will probably be used, but they just got implemented today, so people didn't really feel comfortable testing something brand new. Raid checks Junk Hint Stone with its very weird texture. And yeah, Raid not checking the statue will slow him down later. Because that statue out back is very useful.
Oopsie. I think this may be a raid quote moment. Me when I forget to check the correct statue.
Yeah. Which he will attribute to Sun Tzu.
Of course.
I wonder if Sun Tzu would be good at Skyward Sword Randomizer.
I don't know.
I mean, once he gets over, a lot of technological change.
Like, can you just imagine going from a world with no indoor plumbing to a world with indoor plumbing? Like, it'd be so good.
It would, but you'd probably think it's witchcraft.
That is a solid possibility. Just saying. I don't really want to travel back in time if we could to anywhere before the 80s because indoor plumbing is superb.
Oh, absolutely. You know what else is superb? Air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
I live in a place where it gets hot in the summer.
By the way, if you have some Kiwis, please get them in our chat as we are saving our wonderful QQs.
Yes. Gotta get your Kiwi emotes in. And that is 25 crystals in 16 minutes. Looked like the bomb lock chest behind Urla pinged.
So, very interesting set of items here.
Yeah, I wonder, Raid might be, well, not, Floria is open, but he might be doing early Floria. Or just checking this beetle. No, he skipped that.
Money.
Yeah, this is probably useful right now, since they have no idea if Beetle's shop has anything, but could be as much as, well, for Kit, 500 rupees max that he might need. Hopefully our Kikwis will give us something good.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully not the ruby tablet, because that isn't what I voted for it to be placed at.
Yeah. Just lost the streams for a second, but I don't think we missed anything.
So Kid is heading towards Deep Forest, which I mean fair. We do have projectiles.
And we have no idea what the Skyview entrance is going to be.
Oh, good point, good point.
Might be useless, but... I don't think Kit doused the chest here.
I don't know, but I also lost a few seconds, so he might have, and I just didn't see it. Was when I did my refresh.
To be fair, with the entrance rando, he's going to have to check the entrance anyway. And that was a solid Q-bore.
Oh, there we go. That was the dose, and it said, yes, please. It is Fire Shield earrings.
Which
interesting.
May or may not be required.
We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, what's inside? What's inside?
So is Raid gonna just do... He's just gonna do the beetle trick here.
Oh boy, it looks like he has a little bit of calibration issues.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's never fun.
Skyview is LMF, so nobody's going to come back to Deep Woods.
Raid pulling it off just fine. Ooh, those bees are angry and coming after Kit.
Yeah.
Alright, are you gonna go and check Lake Floria?
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a tablet here. Somewhere.
I mean, we do have a good few items for Skyview, so Skyview could also hold our future. Right, we have Baby Rattle, we have Foreign Colossus Beetle, we have Access to Beetle.
That's true. And Kit's at 26 loose crystals. It's not ideal, but 4 loose crystals is a lot better than 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think if you're doing stuff in Skyloft, you may just want to go collect some loose crystals. Especially like going to get Rattle. When you go turn in Beetle's Beetle, you'll probably just use the Beetle and grab that loose crystal. Since you don't ever want to have to come back for it. Let's see if...
Oh, cute. Adventuring pouch.
So Kit's probably going to go into Floria. Now, the new settings do have the Floria door open, but obviously you are not going to be able to go down there, and you will soft lock.
Oh, is that a Floha joining us?
It
Hi,
does look like a
Floha.
flaw.
Alright, getting some checky checks. And it is money.
Yeah, and I guess they're both at 25. Because I think...
Ooh. Is
And
my
the good
bet
guy-
happening?
Let's see.
Am I the winningest winner?
I hope so.
I am not. That's just a key
But-
piece.
That means that Earth Temple entrance is going to be one of our 3 required dungeons. Because if it were not, that key piece would not ping. So Earth Temple will have Skyview, Sandship, or Fire Sanctuary.
Let's see. If Earth Temple is going to have one of them, which one do I think would be most entertaining? I think it would be entertaining if Earth Temple had Skyview.
Jade, don't doubt yourself now. It could totally be that 50.
Double red rubies.
That is rough of Pero.
I mean, he just believes in thanking people through money. And you know, there are a lot of people who like being thanked through money. So, like...
I mean,
That's
isn't that
fine.
what getting a salary is?
Oh my gosh, look at those crystals.
Wow. So, Beetle 300 is Ballad of the Goddess. And there are at least 10 crystals in Beetle's shop as well. Which is going to get Kit close to bat 40. And yeah, I think Jade's dream of bat 50 is
Still
closer.
alive.
I wonder if Kit's gonna try and save Scum the second and third 100 checks. No, he's just gonna grab Valiant. Which makes sense.
Welcome in, Tanjo. Glad you are here. Today we're playing Skyward Sword Randomizer. Is it going to be more crystals? I will so laugh if it's more crystals.
It will be amazing.
No,
that's a Triforce.
Yeah, right? That was
That
right.
looked like a Triforce.
It was something yellow.
I don't think it's a gold rupee. Yeah, so Kit's gonna go get the 2 bat 30 checks. Yeah, I know the rupee is. I think the rupee colors were fixed, but I don't know if that's in this build or not.
Yes, we do have some Triforces here in SSR now. There's 3 of them to find, I believe, in most of the settings. I don't know. Can we make it more? I feel like I'm generally used to it being.
I think it's just 3. Because I think it's just the 3 that are vanilla.
Yes, and Ray just confirmed for us that was in fact a Triforce piece.
Yeah. Let's see if the third item is anything. Is that a sword?
I could not
I
see
couldn't
it.
tell. I didn't get a close enough look.
Alrighty, Kit checking bat 30. What does the oh no chest hold? Nothing. Disappointing.
Jade's dreams are getting closer. Because I'm just trying to think logically.
They can do Pipit's mom, whose name I forget, because they have Gus Bellows.
Yeah, there's one logical check in Thunderhead, although these players can get the chest there if it pings.
Yes, Melara. I don't know why that name just never sticks in my brain.
I feel like our runners are not going to be enjoying this. I'm enjoying it, but this is not the best start for a race.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the start was actually pretty good. This is just maybe not the best middle.
Is this the middle?
Sure.
I mean, maybe for Jazznikes, but he's very fast. I don't think this is going to be an hour 30 seed.
Well, me neither.
But
who knows? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I'm kind of surprised neither of them opened up that chest. Like, I know it's slow, but with them needing rupees to get all of the Beatles shop checks, it feels like you might want to get some things that don't ping.
Yes, so that you have a chance of getting roof wars. It truly just makes sense.
That too. But yeah, there's no way 15 loose is required. So we're not going to see.
Ring ring.
Well, we could actually see Kit do bat 50 because Kit's at 35 right now and is potentially going to buy.
No, Kit's at 31.
I think he's at
Is it me?
36. I think he has all of the same crystals that Raid does.
No, Raid bought an additional pack.
Did he? Oh. Yeah, we'll have to see what Kit decides to do. Because he's probably going to check what this item is and then decide. So I want to get a closer look.
Alright, we look intensely. I still can't see what that is.
I think that's a sword. Because Kit didn't buy the crystals, so that 50 check is going to be important.
Go bonk. Go bonk. Get the bonky rupees.
Yeah. And grinding for rupees where they are now is not fun.
Or Kit is going to come back to Farron.
I think he's going to go try and get rupees somewhere. Oh, because he has Ballad, he's going to go do these 2 checks. I don't know if Gorko is enabled in this setting.
I have no idea.
Are we going to see Raid do the... No, he's just money grinding. I was wondering if we might see him do the trick where you can get up to this dust pile.
Oh, are you going to do rupees? Is that what you're doing, KitKat?
Oh.
No, you're doing heart.
He's actually doing Gorko.
Okay.
This is a very nice heart.
It really was. Bow.
That's a very useful item.
It really is with Sinship.
Which, because it's on Gorko, means our runners are going to hate it. Because if you're not aware, Gorko, for some reason, just really unpopular in the Skyward Sword community. Probably because drawing is hard. Yeah, so Raid is... There's a trick you can do where if you position Beetle exactly at the right place here, you can actually jump off Beetle's ship and get to this dust pile. But I don't know if he's in the right place to do it. He may be able to at least blow on it and see what the item is.
I can't tell what that is. Tumbleweed!
Oh!
It's the tumbleweed! Oh my gosh! Well, you know who feels like a winner right now? It's Raid. Raid absolutely feels like a winner right now.
As long as he doesn't sell the tumbleweed.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, this should let Raid... I think Raid's going to use this to get valid.
It sure is a sword.
Yep.
That sure is a sword.
That's a good check to get before you go into Thunderhead. Oh, J-Dude, I did not know that Gorko actually required you to complete Skyview. That would be pretty awful, especially if Skyview's not a required dungeon in the Seed.
Alright, getting some checks here in Thunderhead. Finally some new stuff happening.
Yeah, Raid.
A quick thinky think by Raid.
He's deciding whether he needs to go sell Tim and also the plume, but Tim probably as well.
I don't know, that would feel kind of treacherous to Tim.
It would feel very treacherous to Tim. And he's now realizing he forgot to get the behind the temple statue.
Yes.
Is that Muzu? How dare you? Tim does not deserve that.
No, Tim doesn't. Be nice to our meme items. Our meme items deserve love.
They do. So, Hook Beetle. I think loose crystals now are going to be required. Because I'm just trying to think about what other checks they have. There's one other check here. So but logically you can't get this without digging mitts. I mean, Jade,
Alrighty.
it could still be Amber Tablet, and then Ruby Tablet is on.
Oh, hey, that's a key to a place that we can't get to yet.
Yeah. Very nice heart for Raid.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so I think we're now going to require some loose crystals. Because I don't know what else is available. And for Kit, it's going to require a lot of loose crystals. Or some rupee grinding. Probably rupee grinding for 50, and then he needs 4 more. Oh, no, he's going to go sell his treasure for that crystal pack.
Understandable.
Let's hope we don't see Tim sold by both of our runners.
That would be disappointing.
Yeah, and there's really, as J-Dude says in chat, there really are only 3 options for what this could be. I think Bomb Bag, possibly too, since we know there's a progress item that's bomb locked. Yeah, and Kit got his 100, so he'll be able to buy 50, and is going to get 4 more loose crystals here.
Very nice. And Beetle grabbing this one. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be hoping for a tablet and not scale or claw shots or even bomb bag, but it's hard to know what we're going to get here. I think what Kit's going to do is he's going to finish this in Oriel and Para's house. Beautiful dives to get this chest from both of our players.
Yeah. This is another relatively straightforward trick.
It's straightforward until it doesn't work, and then it feels bad.
It's straightforward until your Wii calibration doesn't work and you don't land on top of the arch.
Mm-hmm. Alright, get those crystals. Beautiful.
And get your guesses in chat about what we're going to see on Bat 40.
You know what? How about instead of Elden, what if we see a Nehru tablet?
That could be a good one. With Hook Beetle, you can do a lot there. But also in a way that our players are going to hate because it's slow.
Yeah. Oh no.
My god.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes!
Well, Tid Moose, I guess.
Kit did not look amused by that.
Oh my.
And I don't think Raid is going to look amused either.
That's, You have to share as a Trez seed, huh?
Yeah, I'm checking to see who first raised the prospect of Trez. I can't tell. But whoever decided calling Trez would be a good idea, they woke up and chose violence today. Now, oh, and he got the Pipit dialogue.
Oh no. Big sad. Of course, we love to talk about our wonderful restreamers.
Yes. Now, I don't know how easy it is. I'm trying to think about how you get 10 loose crystals.
You can get the one from Beetle.
Yeah, I think, though, I don't know if there's 10 you can get on Skyloft with the items they have. I'm just trying to think through it. I don't know if you have to get the Lumpy Pumpkin ones.
I don't know.
I think they can get them all. You just kind of have to do slow things.
Which clearly everyone loves
Raid
doing.
Raid is so unhappy too. Okay, there are 10 on Skyloft that you can get without claw shots.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I guess that's right, because there's 12 loose crystals on Skyloft total, and only 2 are claw shot locked.
Jade doing the winning, it looks like.
Well, it might not be Ruby Tablet.
That's true. That is true.
It could be something that gives them, like, 2 more checks, as opposed to, like, a good item.
I mean, I still, hold on, I think it would be pretty entertaining if we ended up getting our wonderful, my brain is forgetting the word. It's
Amber
wanting to
tablet?
say yellow. And yes, amber, thank you. My brain forgot the word for colors for a second.
It's okay.
What is a color?
Alright, and let's see what our Betro 50 is going to get us.
Come on, be something good. Be something good. Be something good.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously has to be something good, or else, like, the seed is broken. But yeah, it's scale, claw shots, a tablet, or bomb bag, I think.
Hi, Trez. Welcome
I mean,
to
Trez,
the
you
seed that
absolutely
you
pulled those out.
rolled.
And it's Amber Tablet.
Whoa! I am the winner.
Oh, and Jade unfortunately loses her bet that Ruby Tablet was bat 50.
I think we've checked all the locations that were bet for bat 50 now, though.
I said top of LMF.
Oh, wait, no, you did.
Yeah, LMF could also be Skyview, which they can mostly clear at this point. So yeah, we'll have to see. There's a 60% chance that LMF is... No, 50% chance that LMF is useful. Because Skykeep could actually have a required dungeon. In race time chat, Raid says, "How does Trez do it?" Oh, and there is nothing useful in caves, but they have to do kind of slow caves here, except the claw shot block check.
Alrighty. Let's see what we have now.
Look, Jade, I think we can count that as a win for you.
Yeah, overall, very impressive guessing.
Yeah, it's actually probably not the worst thing for mines to be... I think for mines to be dead.
Yeah.
They're not exactly fast checks, and Kit is able to break slide pretty easily. And they are going to be able to clear a lot of desert here.
Mm-hmm.
If it pings for anything. Which means that the chest near Dodo's party wheel is definitely going to ping. Or not. Yeah, and not having bombs is going to make things like...
Okay, there's a whip.
Like, it's going to make the Hook Beetle fight not fun. Because just getting these bombs in there is a little precise. But Kit nails it. Oh, that's right, J-Dude. Sandship is fully clearable with everything they have. You would love to see a Sandship here, right? And scale. Huh.
Yeah, there's quite a few ways this could pan out that would work well.
Yeah, scale definitely, that makes all of Floria and Cistern opening accessible. I mean, Jade, my bet was wrong. Looks like only one ping and fire node, which is not doable without bombs, right?
I sure don't know.
I think you need bombs to do it. So when I said desert was actually clearable, I forgot that you can't do either node without bombs. So actually, Amber Tablet here was much, much worse than Ruby Tablet.
Which is why it's what we wanted to find.
True. It's all what Tress planned.
Yes. Give us the most seed so that we can have the most fun.
Sadly, he didn't give us reports, but
Well, that's on the settings people chose.
that's true.
And I would like to inform everyone that Sun Tzu is now apparently saying, "Banger seed, Trez."
Yeah, and now I'm thinking LMF entrance might be something. Oh, it's Cistern. So that's 2 of our 4 dead dungeon entrances.
Still not quite what we're looking for.
So we're definitely going to see Kit go and check Floria and Cistern now. Maybe with a dip in to check the shed chest. Oh yeah, and Great Tree is fully in logic because they have bellows. Which I completely... It's logic I always forget about, even though it's what you do in vanilla. I feel like Raid is going to be disappointed when he sees what's actually in Desert. But I wonder if we'll see him do the bit warp to get to caves and check that. That feels like a Raid thing, doesn't it?
Maybe. There's a lot of things that feel like Raid things.
And it's
another empty bottle.
Yeah, Raid didn't save there, so I don't think we're going to see the bit warp. But it's the kind of thing Raid would do because it involves back in time. No, he is going to do it. Let's go.
All right, let's see it. Make
this
it happen.
Actually, this is not bad for him because he skips useless checks. I don't know if he can. If with the bit warp, you can also get the claw shot lock check. And what does Cistern give us? Skyview. Which is mostly clearable, unless the dig spot has the boss key.
Alrighty, jumpy jump. Getting to skip quite a bit here because we have dowsing. Very helpful.
Yeah, he's gonna go get this chest that pings first, I think, and then he's gonna go do the bit warp.
That would make a lot of sense to me. A dungeon. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, now this is going to be interesting because if that's a small key, the dungeon's clearable. If it's a boss key, it's not. And it's all really depends on what this ping is. Yeah, I guess Raid not actually going for that chest.
Huh.
It is a long way to run twice, to be fair. Like, it's kind of a bad out of bounds. Yeah, if it wasn't a key, he would bit warp. But that would, if it wasn't a key, you would know the dungeon's fully clearable. Because you would know that the key has to be in the dig spot. Raid remembering that you need digging mitts.
And in our rupee spot, we have H.
Our boss key. I didn't see if he pinged 3 eyes yet.
I have not either.
Because at this point, that's the only bad check left. I don't know if Kit remembers that you can ping 3 eyes.
I don't know what Kit knows, because Kit knows more about this game than me.
Yeah. So I think what this means is that the dig spot is a small key. So Skyview should be fully clearable with bit warp. I don't know why Kit decided not to clear it. Because at this point, I think he's done all the checks to know that the second small key has to be in the dig spot. I mean, I can see not wanting to go out of logic, but Skyview Bitwarp is pretty straightforward for these players. I don't know how to do it, but I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah. I cannot comment about hardness or easiness of things in general.
Jade says it's very
I just watch it. Okay,
I
I will
trust
believe Jade.
Jade's very trustworthy. J-Dude says it's free.
I shall believe in the people who are giving us feedback.
And there is our Ruby tablet.
All right.
Did anyone guess Floria?
I did, actually.
There we go, Vinny.
Oh my goodness.
You were right.
It's not exactly the check I was thinking of when I said Lake Floria. But okay.
You know what? You take the win. Definitely gonna ask Kit about Skyview later. Just because I'm like 90% sure you could have cleared Skyview.
I don't know.
There's our bomb bag. That is a very nice thing to get as you're entering.
Finally.
Oh yeah, Raid's 100% clearing Skyview.
Not getting your bomb bag until an hour in feels a bit rough.
Yeah. It is quite the useful item. Yeah, J-Dude making a valid point in chat. If Earth Temple is Sand Chip, it's fully clearable. If it's Fire Sanctuary, it might be fully clearable. Man, Trez is getting a lot of hate in the race time room. We have one runner saying they're coming for him, and another saying they're going to end him. I mean, I think Celeste is right that they asked for it. They were warned. And, you know, if you ask for Trez...
You get Trez.
Yeah. You know, it's known. Like, Alka rolls bad seeds. Trez rolls Trez seeds.
Yeah.
And you know who would have loved to raise this seed? Is our friend Jade, who's helping track.
But we hugely appreciate that Jade is tracking with us.
We absolutely
and helping make this restream happen. Claw shot! Finally!
Yeah, so Kit's going to be very happy with going here, even if you didn't finish Skyview right away. And there's our third Triforce. So, yeah, at this point, all they have to do is get 3 more swords and clear their dungeons.
Yeah.
Very easy. Definitely not going to take like another 2 hours.
No.
You know what Kit did not do? He did not do dig spot RBM or circles.
How disappointing.
Yeah, and because of what Kit has, there's a decent number of checks that are still open. He's not going to be able to get any of the dig spots, but yeah, and he's just going to go back the other way now. Raid was about to do the bit warp. Instead, he's going to do this vanilla. Isn't the deal that circles is like half circles now because the cutscene goes so fast?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's what people have been calling it. Because you really only see half a circle. Alright, let's see what Earth Temple entrance gets us. We're at a 50-50. And it is Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, we need this. Very good.
Now, I think we're going to see Kit do many RBMs here.
I would not be surprised by that.
This is a yeah. Fire Sanctuary and RBMs go well together. There are a lot that let you skip a ton. Yeah, there's Map Chest, the Bit Warp. He should be able to do the statue RBM too. Alright, and we know the first chest is something. Might not be a key, but it could be. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, J-Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there are 2 checks in Fire Sanctuary that they can't do with Back in Time. Which is, I forget the name of the magma you save, and then the hidden wall.
Oh boy, looks like we might have a perishment coming up from Raid.
I think we're going to. Now I know Platt. It's the other one whose name I don't remember.
I can't remember any of their names, so I think you're already ahead of me.
Platt's the one whose voice actor is extra good. Yeah, and here's Raid doing the Skyview bit warp.
Alright, checking a check. Saw one thing that pinged.
Yeah, there are, I think, 4 more checks that Kit can get here without mitts. There's 2 in like the water pod room, and then 2 in the magma room. J-Dude says the dungeon is fully clearable because the false wall didn't ping. So I'm gonna trust him on that. That's Cave Ski, which for Kit is actually very useful because he can full clear Sansi with everything he has. Yeah, I mean, J-Dude, at this point, it's a question of where is Sanchip?
Mm-hmm.
Is it vanilla? Or is it on Fire Sanctuary or Sky Key?
I mean, I like the sound of vanilla.
Okay. Oh, I think he's just trying to take damage so he can No, he's gonna die here. Or no, he's taking damage so he can die soon. Because he still needs to get the one check. I don't think the end of Skyview has had anything. I don't think we got a ping on either of the last two checks. But we'll see. There's a few more things you can get here. But that's a junk red rupee. Oh, gratitude crystals. Yeah, we still have a few more crystal packs that can ping. Right, so Kit was just death warping. So what's Kit doing? He's just gonna leave. And check Summit, I guess. I'm kind of surprised, but Kit might have just decided he wants to go mode his dungeons. Yeah, and he's gonna check what's on Fire Sanctuary entrance. Which, it's a 1 in 3 chance. Kit, you need 2 things of water. I don't know that he has 2. Yeah, he just realized he forgot. Raid's about to find his ruby tablet. Curious to see how he responds, because... yeah, these Floria checks are not fun. Like angling the... I don't know what the enemies' names are. You have to angle them just perfectly to hit this middle. Yeah, so... Alright, Sandship can now be on itself or on Skykeep. Um, is Kit gonna go finish Skyview now? Skyview and maybe Great Tree, which I don't think we've seen anyone do yet. Yeah. Froaks. Thank you, Celeste. Oh yeah, Kit can also get these bomb checks. And we knew the one by Erla pinged. Oh, Kit. He's out of bombs. Oh no. Yeah, there are refills somewhere. I just don't know where exactly. Of course Raid is doing Big Spot RBM. It's Raid's favorite RBM, I think. Well, we'll see if it has anything good. I'm curious where Kit's going. Oh, just around. And it's a red ruby. Yes, Manchi. RBMs do work in randomizers. Now, there are rules about what you're allowed to do back in time to make it so it doesn't completely break the game. But you're allowed to go anywhere on Skyloft and back in time in a randomizer. Oh, Kit not having the best time here in Farron. We've got, I think, one more check up here. Yeah, nothing really for Kit in Farron. Yeah, I think at this point, he's probably going to want to finish Skyview, but the most check dense places left, it has to be Sansi. And there's our first mix. Which means Kit definitely doesn't have to do the Skyview bit war. Oh. But yeah, I wonder if Kit is going to wait for Mogmits to clear Fire Sanctuary, or if he's just waiting to go mode it. But I think we're going to see Kit get his small key here, not have to do the bit war. And yeah, I mean, we're not, at this point, we're seeing Raid do some things that Kit has done, and Kit do some things that Raid's done. And should be a pretty quick clear here. Not sure what else to say right now. Mostly, I think it'll just be interesting to see where Kit goes after this. Does he go to finish Fire Sanctuary, or does he go to Lanayru? I think we'll probably see him go Lanayru. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely in a sword casino, which is why Sansi feels like a solid choice. Plus, get the Fire Node. I don't think Thunder Node, Lightning Node had anything, but it looked like Fire Node had one ping. So those seem like the best places to go. Plus, you're gonna need Magma Mitts because we know Boko Base had a ping. And I guess that could be just crystals, or but you can't tell. And honestly, it's not the worst thing to have a better sword when you're facing G2, Girahim 2 in Fire Sanctuary, because the fight can be kind of slow with the weaker swords. I do think we're going to see Raid do a lot of back in time stuff here.
Oh, very anticlimactic.
Yeah, nothing in Skyview. More crystals. There's still, 2 loose crystal packs we haven't seen yet? But,
I can't keep straight how many packs we found.
I think it's just 2. Because I think there's only 5 loose and Kit has 60. So, yeah, we're going to see Kit probably go to Lanayru, try and find to Sandship entrance, and also clear out Sandsea caves. Pretty much everything he can do there. Or he's... No. I thought for a second he was going to go Fire Sanctuary, but... Are we about to see Raid do some RBMs? I think we are. So for those of you who haven't seen, what Raid is going to do is probably Bit Warp to get the balcony chest, which you normally need Magnets for. And then I think you normally need Magnets for that. And then, what is it? Map chest RBM, Platts. You can RBM Platts chest, you can RBM boss key. There are a lot of RBMs you can do in Fire Sanctuary to clear the dungeon.
Yeah. I cannot keep them straight.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you what all of them are and which checks he's going to get, but I don't remember what they all do. Jade, was that another set of crystals in caves? I didn't see what the chest was. Okay.
Yes. After all that work to try to find crystals, and now there's all of these crystals.
It's too bad they don't have that 80 turned on this seed. That was a joke. Alright, so what Raid did there, shooting the owl statue, that's a commit, which commits the scene flag to memory. I don't know which RBM he did, but he's going to do a lot. Plus probably the bit warp to get the balcony chest. Jade, maybe the next All Sanity race, we'll see a Bat 80 Ruby tablet just for you. Okay, he's doing boss key chest RBM. Thank you, J-Dude. Oh, it requires... Right, because you need one for the... Yeah. I assume he's going to do Plat chest RBM as well. chests. Like I said, I can't keep track of what all of them are.
I can't either. It's just too many.
Yeah. The point is there's a lot of RBMs you can do to skip basically all of Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, Fire Sanctuary is definitely not a dungeon you want to see without bit for most players.
Yeah. Whenever the once a month no bit races, it's not fun when you get Fire Sanctuary. Because most of these players just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I think
so
the
this
last time we had that, a good few people dropped out. They were just like, nope, I am not doing Fire Sanctuary without bit.
Yeah. And we got a vanilla sand chip, so we're gonna see your favorite dungeon.
Sand ship. Wonderful. I'm very pleased that it's vanilla.
And this is a pretty fast dungeon when you're with chest dowsing.
Yeah,
Oh, Raid
just dowsing makes it really good.
apparently did not get the... I can't tell if that ping is the boss key chest or the treasure room.
I'm going to hope that it's the treasure room because I always want it to be the treasure room.
I mean, the odds of the treasure room not pinging for something are pretty low. Are you sure about that, J-Dude? Okay. Apparently the boss key chest isn't loaded. So it can't ping. I've heard conflicting things about that, including when I was watching Yao last night. So... No, treasure room will ping from up here. Because you can get pings that you think are the chest on in the stern that you need claw shots for, and they're actually not. I think Raid probably got the RBM that time.
I hope so. It always feels bad when you don't get the RBMs.
There's our boss key, so if there are no more pings, this should be pretty quick for Kit. Also, I guess there's Skirbo. Yeah. 2 pings for 2 keys. Thanks, J-Dude. So, if there's a sword or something useful, he'll get more than 2. Are there 1 or 2 checks you can't ping here? Because there's Skirbo.
I don't know.
I can't remember if the check you get for saving the robots will ping. Oh, it's not a chest. Yeah, so Kit can move pretty quick. What you're going to see Raid do here is going out of bounds to get to the map chest, which is on a balcony. Or not map chest. There's a separate balcony chest. And that is another sword.
Good. Oh, this one always just messes me up with directionality. So that was handled really nicely.
Yeah, and here he's got to the balcony chest. Which is another sword.
Alright.
And now I don't know that he meant to die there. Because I think he needed to get to the statue. So we might see statue RBM. I don't know if there's any more commits in this room. But I assume there's something. So what we're going to see him do now is statue RBM sets the memory flag for the save statue that's in Fire Sanctuary, which you can get to from the air. And so it lets you skip doing half of the dungeon. I think Kit just taking some damage so he can death warp from probably from treasure room. Because it makes sense, I think, to go check it.
Alrighty, getting that turned on.
Yeah, and that, I think Raid got statue RBM. Don't leave the dungeon just yet. Now he can leave. And you'll see he'll be able to go to the sky and come back down and land right in front of the boss door. And I'll say the Fire Sanctuary RBM here for the statue is not too difficult. I was taught by someone reading my chat while I was streaming. Thank you, Floha.
Let's see. There's some stuff. Is it gonna be good?
So
Well, I believe that is a check.
It
in
is.
These settings.
I was thanking you, Flaw. I know that doesn't happen enough in this community. Seriously. I was thanking you for teaching me the statue RBM. Okay. And there's Kit death warping. He probably won't do Skirvo. He probably will just do Tantalus. We'll probably not do the RBM, since right now you don't know for sure if you need it. Oh, and Bosky. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know what's on dungeon rewards, and so you don't want to skip the Tantalus heart container. Because if you do the RBM and that's your sword, you have you have locked yourself out of completing the seed. Okay, so at this point, Fire Sanctuary boss key, I think, is on Platt's chest. Since I think that's the only check left for Raid to do. And he's going to RBM that, since normally you need Bogner Mitts. We are going to see Skirvo. I think this makes sense to not orphan because you don't want to have to come back here. Yeah, it's definitely not fun without a shield to parry, but Kit knows what he's doing.
I believe in Kit.
He's very good at this game.
Has spent lots of practice.
Yes. I mean, look, if you can do G3 and Demise without a shield, you can do Skirbo without a shield.
I would not want to do Skirvo without a shield. Honestly, I just don't want to do Skirvo. I'm really bad at that fight.
Understandably so. It's not the easiest fight. Okay, so we know Fire Sanctuary has 2 of the 3 remaining swords for Kit. There's not a lot of other options for where the third one could be. At this point, it's either Fire Sanctuary Dungeon Reward or Tantalus Heart Container and Sand Chip Dungeon Reward, Sand Sea, or Fire Node.
Alright, boss fight time. Let's go.
I'm going to be honest, I have never seen where Raid is right now. Oh, that's false wall that pinged for boss key, which is a Magma Mix lock check. So I think that check is not possible to get until you have Magma Mix, if I'm remembering.
No, J-Dude, you are not maybe stupid. That's not your thing, that's Raid's thing.
I think he was saying it because Raid put it up on his screen momentarily. I hope that's why JJ was saying it, and not because he thinks he may be stupid. Good. Are we going to see Kit Kat pull out? He's not going to pull out the fellows. Not going to do Pac-Man's favorite strategy. Oh, there we go. So,
yeah.
This is a recently discovered strategy. You can actually damage Tennis's eye with the Gust Bellows in certain versions of the game. And it's become a meme on the SSR server. It's just so fun to watch. It only works on US version 1, which happens to be what's used for the randomizer. So Japanese, which is the version used for speedrunning, it does not work. Oh, there's Raid realizing you can't get those checks. That is unfortunate.
Very fast. Lovely.
Yeah.
Very good Tantalus fight.
Yeah. And I don't think you'll ever see a speedrunner do this trick because typically when you have Tantalus, when you have to do Tantalus in a speedrun, you will just do the skip. Although maybe not in 100%, but that's probably done on Japanese, so... I'm guessing it doesn't work on HD. Although I don't know if anyone's tested it. Welcome in, ISAM. So, currently what's randomized are all of the chests in the game. Any digging spot that has like a progression item. There are certain rupees that can be randomized as well. heart pieces, heart containers. You can randomize. Oh, not every chest. You can randomize Goddess Cube reward chests. There are certain freestanding items. So it's not fully randomizable. Like, Link to the Past and OOT have gotten close to everything, but there are a lot of things. So all right, we've got a ping here in Sansi.
Love it.
So you could play the randomizer and do the back in time stuff to skip, but in races, you're actually not allowed to enter the areas in back in time that let you skip the Temple of Time door. So you need typically the Triforce, the Harp, your required dungeons, and either Master Sword or True Master Sword, depending on what you're playing, although you can modify that.
It was another bottle. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, there's one more. Maybe it wasn't complete bait. Okay, there's one more.
Yeah. I have no idea what Raid is doing, but he says in race time chat, I cannot describe to you how dumb I am. No worries, Isimp. I think there is a Breath of the Wild randomizer, although I will have to tell you I know literally nothing about it.
There is a Breath of the Wild randomizer, and I also know nothing about it.
Yeah. I just beat Breath of the Wild vanilla for the first time like a week ago, so I can't tell you much about Breath of the Wild. Oh, progressive bow. There are still... So I did forget. There are still 2 progressive beetles. I think that was the final bow. There's a slingshot, I think, as well.
Well, that sure was bait, huh?
So we do have a lot of bait pings left. Plus magma mitts and a sword. And magma mitts are 100% required in logic.
And your swords, at least 2 of them are in Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah.
But KitKat wants to finish the dungeons all the way, so we'll see once we get there how long it'll take.
Yeah, and I think he may have realized that False Wall pinged. And known he needs magma mitts.
Apparently there are other people agreeing with the I cannot tell you how dumb I am right now comment.
Yeah. I still don't know what Raid is doing, if I'm going to be completely honest here.
I also sure don't. I'm mostly watching KitKat because I have somewhat of an idea of what's going on.
I think what he's trying to do is
no,
get
that was so rude.
that key in the water room. Oh. Yeah, these keys make getting this rupee here in the nose a pain. Because when you get close, they will dive down and attack you.
It is a red rupee.
Oh yeah, and we get to see the strategy that Jade figured out that nobody else did.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yay,
until
Jade.
Jade figured this out, we thought you needed a quick beetle to get to the top of these two totems.
It is money.
Yeah. And in logic, it still requires quick beetle, although that might change. Basically, with the beetle, there is a vertical height limit that you can't go above the kill plane. And if you try and go at this from the dock, the kill plane will kill the beetle before you get up top. But if you do it from these ledges here, you'll be fine. But nobody tried to do it from the ledges until Jade told us she had been doing it there. Which means Jade is smarter than pretty much everyone. It looked like nothing pinged.
There are some pretty common glitches. Right now we have Back in Time, which is a pretty big one, which I cannot describe well because it's been a long time since I've had to try to describe it.
Basically, the game is playable on the title menu if you reset on a very precise frame. And what that lets you do, if you load your save file while you're in that state, you can transfer certain memory flags over. That's the kind of Cliff's Notes version. It's very powerful in certain dungeons and certain areas, less so in other areas. Okay, it's not frame precise, but you have to reset at the right time to get into the state. And then typically you have to load your file at a certain time. There are some other glitches as well, some tricks you can do to get into Lake Floria early by kind of going to an out-of-bounds area. And we know Spiral
more
Charge
bait.
is dead.
More bait.
You cannot beat the game in the menu because Back in Time will crash. There are memory errors if you go into certain areas or do certain things. I think theoretically, if you were able to fix the crashes, you could. But in the randomizer, you're limited in where you're allowed to go in Back in Time, because otherwise it would basically destroy the randomizer. So where else does Kit have to go now? Is it just the cave's entrance? Oh, and Gorge.
Hello, Thunder Dragon.
Oh, and that's nothing.
Goodbye, Thunder Dragon. Is Dodo still in the settings?
Not right now. I'm trying to think what other checks are possible.
I don't know. Like, I'm running out of check ideas.
Yeah, because he doesn't have Magma Mitts yet. And that, I feel like, is like there's Zelda Closet and the Elden Dig spots. So I think he's going to check Zelda's Closet.
Oh, and Life Tree Fruit. Wait, no, he needs more swords for that.
No, he just turned it in.
Ah. Goodness.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if the mitts aren't here, I don't know where they would be. We're probably going to see this check here, the Gus Bello check.
So I would just like to shout out all of our runners and the fact that everyone is continuing to keep going right now, despite the challenges the seed has presented. So big shout outs to everyone running this race.
Yeah, this is a pretty rough seed. I do think Kit is
You didn't get the tumbleweed! KitKat, how could you do this? Ah, the treachery.
So now I think digging mitts. I mean, it's got to be one of the 5 Elden dig spots that has Magma mitts. And then potentially our sword could be in Bokoblin base. I'm just trying to think through it. There's not a lot else that could have pinged there. There we go.
Well, alrighty.
Kit will finish these. Probably go Bokoblin base. Yeah, I mean, Kit's missing a sword. And then we know the other swords are in Fire Sanctuary. If he gets a sword before Boko base, he's probably not even going to know. Yeah, I mean, it could be Fire Sanctuary Heart Container as well. But Kit's going to go. He's going to clear Fire Sanctuary first. I forgot that it's right here. This makes sense. I think we're going to see him do the statue RBM and the boss key and all the other things that we saw Raid do earlier.
Oh no, we perished.
Oh no, that was totally unintentional.
What will we ever do?
J-Dude thinks he's going to do a bit warp to get to the false wall. I have no idea. That sounds very cool. I guess this is it. No, this is not that bit war.
I cannot
This
keep
is
the
the-
Bitwarp Tier and Fire Sanctuary straight.
Yeah, I think this is map chest and balcony chest.
I gave up a long time ago.
It's understandable. Huh. Okay. He actually didn't do an RBM at all. He's just gonna go backwards, get the statue, probably check if boss key pings before he does the RBM. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to do any of the RBMs because he has mod limits. Some of them, not the fastest.
KitKat managing to barely avoid all those keys.
You know, our last sword could also be quick beetle locked on top of the entrance here. There are 2 rupees up there that you can only get with quick beetle. Are we going to see Kit do some RBM here? Or is he just saving there so he can death war? That could be it.
No clue.
So I think he's just going to do Plat's Chest vanilla here. And then go back. And he won't have to actually get the lava lowered.
Wow.
And Jaznik's just finished.
All right. Oh.
Which makes me wonder if maybe this sword is Fire Sanctuary reward.
I have no clue. But shout outs to Jaznix for being fast.
Shout out to Jaznik's for being fast. Yeah, I think he hears that a lot. I'm okay.
Getting some quality sandship time over here now from Raid. Very good. Jade says we need to go back to the old settings so we can be Jaznix again, and I think that's very funny.
Or you just gotta get Jim to race. I mean, there's a lot that's changed since season 2, right? There's the new logic, a lot of checks in areas.
The rupee checks definitely are an interesting difference.
Yeah. But like Boko Base is brand new.
Welcome
Thanks for the
in,
raid,
Jasnix. GG's. Good job on going fast.
Well then, I won't repeat that. Jasnix was not happy with the seed.
Yes, that's a good summary.
I know they post these on YouTube, so I don't want to repeat that. Yeah, so we're going to see raid full clear Sandchip. I don't know that there's much else necessarily exciting. I think we're about to see some more bit warps.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Physical trauma, questioning everything.
That's impressive.
That
Skyward Sword randomizer seed.
Yeah.
Do that. Jazz just making his way through.
Jazz? Kitcut.
That's it. Yes, sorry. I'm thinking of Jazz because he's in chat. Yeah, Kit moving through here very quickly. I remember how long it took me to figure out this puzzle when I played. And then now I just watch it and it's like, oh, that's so easy.
I feel like that's how I feel about a lot of speedruns. They do things so easily and so quickly. And I'm like, huh. That sure was a lot faster than when I did it. Yup.
Some people have time to polish their skills playing video games fast. And this is going to be our boss key. Oh no, that's our sword. Wait, is that the last sword?
I don't think so? Question mark?
I think it is, because I think we're still missing...
I thought Raid got that one.
Oh. Okay. That's one he got from an RBM. Okay. That's right. So that's not our last sword. Kit still needs to get, what is it, balcony chest? Was a sword? If he forgets to get that, it could be a very bad time for him. but I think he's gonna get it now.
Alrighty. One.
Trez, I wonder if Jazz is still
I am
here.
entertained, Trez. I am entertained.
Yeah, we're having a great time here. I mean, our runners aren't, but chat, yeah, as J Dude said, chat always wins. Undefeated.
Alrighty. Da-da. One sword left to find. One sword left to find.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Heart Container or the reward for beating Fire Sanctuary. And if it is, that's our go mode.
Oh, GG's to y'all, finishing in second place.
Let's see when Yal comes into the chat and says what he thinks about the seed. I'm sure he'll have very nice things to say. If he comes into Twitch chat. Oh, nope, there's Yao.
Perhaps you are unwise. Or perhaps you were wise, but this seed played against wisdom.
Floha, you're not stupid. Oh, Jade. Savage Jade. Because I feel like that's the worst part of the seed, was that 50 Amber Tablet. And there's G3 fight? Or G2?
Very good.
Yeah, please don't spoil anything
Please
for
do
us.
not
Yeah.
spoil us. We've been having great excitement at our finds.
Especially all the crystal packs since that 50.
Mhm. It's another bottle!
So, is it gonna? I wonder. Are we going to Boko base, or is it going to be the fairy dig spot?
I mean, I would vote Boko base. Let's go Boko base. I want to go to Boko base.
Oh, well, we definitely are. Because just check density, pinged, and if it has nothing, you exit right by the fairy dig spot. But yeah, we are just looking for a sword. Raid is looking for both sets of his digging mitts, both digging and magma mitts, and a sword. But we know that the digging mitts are. Why am I blanking on where they were? Were digging mitts in Sandsea? I think they were. I want to say Skipper's Retreat. Yeah, J-Dude, I think Raid's adventures... Oh, they were in Farron. Raid's adventures in Fire Sanctuary, doing lots of stuff, were a pretty significant time sink when he realized he couldn't get what he needed back in time. All right.
Yeah. Ooh.
Flaw, I think you just volunteered.
I don't know. It kind of looks like Jade just volunteered.
She just said I.
Yes, who wants to write it? And then Jade said I.
I didn't realize you could get to this chest that way. I'm making a mental note of this.
And... No!
Oh,
No!
we've
Why?
got a few potential false pains left.
No!
There's, I think, a slingshot, 2 beetles, maybe another.
I think we have all the bottles.
There might still be another crystal pack too. I mean, Jade, it's possible it could be one of the quick beetle locked rupees as well.
Oh my goodness. This is wild.
I would not wish that on our runners, but it would be the most entertaining and painful option. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It could be the quick beetle off Rupee in Sansi.
Oh.
I shouldn't be laughing, but there are very few things left, so okay. That's our last sword. So Kit's in go mode now.
Finally.
And Raid still has a ways to go here. Because he's not looking in the right place for anything he needs. Like, it's not even that Raid is making necessarily a bad play, it's just
The seat
check
is a
deck
little
place
gross.
is not. Yeah, the place with the most checks just doesn't have the item he needs.
Yeah.
I mean, the somewhat good news is once he gets his Magma Mitts, Fire Sanctuary shouldn't be too hard, because he's done most of it already. But it might take some time. Let's see if Kit can get Hortzgeth. Not here, in the next section.
Oh. Oh no, the iframes got him. There we go.
And there we go.
Skip.
Oh yeah, he is somewhat low on health. Horde, not the easiest place in the game. but it should be fine now. Although, he is down to 1.5 hearts.
Which is a little scary.
A little bit. Should be fine. I think shieldless She-3 and Demise should be pretty trivial for him. He runs any percent, so...
I believe in Kit. Kit can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, do not like that.
Yeah,
I
did we
still
speak
believe
too
in
soon?
Kit, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, as Jazz points out, doing this with True Master Sword is a lot easier than Goddess Sword in any percent speedruns. Yeah, and each sword does, it basically multiplies double damage each time. Maybe not double, but it does. True Master Sword does a lot more damage than Goddess Sword.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, Kit. This is pretty simple. Yeah, I don't think Kit is playing with randomized music. Yeah.
Brainwash.
And there we go. Kit finishes with a 242.
GG's Kit, and welcome in. That was sure a seed, huh?
Hello, I want to die now.
No.
I don't think anyone is happy with Trez for that seed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that seed was it was a lengthy one. I won't lie. Although I won't I won't shit on Trez for too much because I won't lie. I did kind of play like garbage. A lot of that. My routing kind of sucked. My execution kind of sucked. There's a lot of things that I could have done better to make it slightly less painful for myself. But oh well. You know, I'm not like. It's the off season. I'm not like playing competitively. I'm more just playing rando for like the shits and giggles on a Saturday night. So you know, understandable that mistakes will be made. But yeah, no. I'm more mad at myself than mad at Tress. But yeah, I will not lie. It was a seed certainly.
Yeah, I feel like the Amber tablet on Bat 50 was probably the worst part, but
that was a doozy. That yeah.
I thought it was good, but that's because I wasn't playing it.
Yeah. From a spectator point of view, this seed was, absolutely amazing. But to play in it, yeah, that was something else.
Yeah, I feel like we got to see some back in time. We got to see a lot of full clearing dungeons and areas that didn't necessarily have much. A lot of baits.
Yeah.
A lot of baits.
Halfway through that seed, half of me was thinking, how it's called CDMC Chess Dows Match Content? They should really just fucking rename it to, like, Chess Debate Matches Content, because I swear to fucking God, it's always just... It never has anything good. I ping it, so I'm like, okay, yes, okay, cool. And then I come back, like, half an hour later when I can finally do it, and yeah, it's like crystals, or my 5th bottle, or some other random bollocks.
It's funny you say that, because as you were saying it, Raid got baited into crystals.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the game, though. I mean, it's right. It can't distinguish between good and bad crystals or good and bad bottles, but
yeah,
it's definitely tough.
But yeah, no, I think another thing people are probably wondering, what's my thoughts on stuff like 3 dungeons and thoughts on DER. I'll start with DER because I think that was the most dramatic change. I think I kind of shot myself in the foot because I forgot to. I forgot to check the fact that DER was on my tracker, so I kind of had to like use my brain a lot, and I didn't like that. So I felt quite uncomfortable for the seed when it came to clearing dungeons and stuff. Although I think a lot of my dungeons was more routing error and more just the accumulation of bad habits that I've had in terms of routing. But anyway, yeah, no, I think that Dungeon is just rando could be cool, and it could be actually a pretty cool way of balancing dungeons. Dare I say it? Yeah, no, I think that I think strategy-wise is definitely gonna like require a bit of like an adjustment. But I think it could definitely be pretty cool in race settings. I think 3 dungeons, right? Okay, so I think that obviously 3 dungeons increases the length of the seed. I might be biased. I've been playing like Wind Waker for the past 6 months, right? And I like the length of their seeds, which is around like 2 hours or so. Like this felt longer than it needed to be, and I think that's the biggest complaint in 3 dungeon. Although I still do want to give like 3 dungeons some credit, because I do know that again it avoids the dreaded like Skyview Earth Temple situation, and so like, and I guess honestly, as Yal is pointing out in the chat, you have to be careful. This seed is very much an anomaly. The seed itself kind of just sucked. So I think that's definitely something to keep in mind. Like, do I have a preference? I'm not sure right now between 2 dungeons and 3 dungeon. I guess you could say one is better on paper, but I don't know. I don't know, man. One makes the game longer, one doesn't. Pick whatever you want. But yeah, I honestly think that like these things are pretty good. I'd say they weren't that bad. I think again there's something with like DER made a lot of things like again different strategy wise, and like playing it for the first time I wasn't quite used to it. I think that's where a lot of my mistakes were. But yeah, for the most part, if these were season 2 things, I could get behind it. I don't know if that would be my personal preference, but I could get behind them. Sorry, I just talked for like 10 minutes straight. I apologize.
No, that's totally fine. I'm trying to remember. There's something I wanted. Oh, yeah. So the one thing I wanted to ask you about was Skyview double dipping it instead of just doing the bit warp. Was that just because you weren't sure if the dig spot would have something, or just forgetting you could do it?
I think that actually kind of plays into like a bigger thing. I mentioned earlier how I had kind of bad habits with my routing. I think that looking back at the seed, I can tell I definitely try to avoid doing back in time. I think that in my mind, I've got it. Okay, well, doing bit is slow, so if I can avoid doing back in time, then I'd be able to skip doing bit and thus save time. In theory, I think that's not a flawed way of thinking, but I think that I think it didn't help me in situations like Fire Sanctuary, where all my fucking swords were in the second half. So, like, I think that train of thought, whilst it can be useful for maximizing efficiency, it's not very. It's more of a risky thing because I'm essentially assuming that the rest of the dungeon is going to be dead. Which sometimes might be the case. So I like you in Skyview it paid off because I waited until I found Mix and then I didn't end up having to do the bit walk. But in the case of Fire Sanctuary, I just ended up delaying the 2 or 3 swords for like ages.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can say watching on stream, watching Raid, like, he did all the Fire Sanctuary bit stuff and then still couldn't finish the dungeon. And I think, like, he then went back in and cleared the front half after doing all of that.
Yeah.
Just to realize he couldn't get the chest he needed.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually quite curious as to how Jazz beat the seed very, very quickly. Because, like, I guess, as you mentioned in chat, you did still have to double dip anyway for that. Well, I guess you didn't have to. I guess if you really, really wanted to wait for Mogmits, then you could have. But most people would have probably double dipped for the boss key anyway, because it was hard Mogmits locked. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that Jazz probably had an execution edge over me this time. But, yeah. I feel like it must have. I feel like Jazz must have skipped. Like, okay, I have 7 checks remaining. Jazz, how many checks do you have? Just to put on the spot right now. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were definitely getting to the point where we were running out of checks. I was like, what checks are left for Kit?
Yeah, I was very worried it was going to be one of the Quick Beetle locked rupees on top of Augur.
Yeah.
Like, I was mentally prepared for that. I think I even said it before you got it.
That would have been horrible, yeah. I felt like a lot of the mid to late game of this was more just me trying to balance. It was more me trying to balance rushing dungeons with delaying, like balancing when I did dungeons, right? Because I think a lot of like if I was going for pure efficiency and I expected the full clear, I think a lot of the seed really made sense to not do dungeons. Because again, you wouldn't have had that Mogmits for Fire Sanctuary until quite late, and other stuff, right? And so yeah, I feel like I didn't do a very good job of it, which is probably why I placed so why I'm so much further behind Yao to some extent, or Jazz to some extent Yao. Yeah, I mean, that being said though, I'm still 3rd place in like a race of 8, so I guess that's not bad in itself. I couldn't really tell you why this seed has. Well, I guess I probably could tell you why the seed has such a massive variant in time. Probably the beginning probably split everyone up quite significantly, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 50 tablet just caused a lot of folks issues.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have any other questions for you. Nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah, no, I love the fact that yeah, honestly, kind of same Yao saying in the chat where it's like he's saying his beginning was like really bad because from what I understand, what you're saying, you got Ballad, then the Triforce, and then that's kind of what I got. I got Ballad, then I got the Triforce, and then I got the crystals. And just, yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a really rough start. Because it
Yeah.
required... I mean, you got 40 crystals, but it required 10 loose, which is just slow and a pain.
Pretty brutal, yeah. Yeah. So I think, yeah, I think it's easy for me to like, you know, sit here and, you know, say, like I played badly. This seed sucked. Well, yes, the seed sucked. I guess I could say the setting sucked, but I do have to be very mindful that this seed is very much an anomaly. Again, bad beginning and all the rest of it. So I think, like, taking the bad parts of this seed out of the picture, and also kind of trusting the fact that if I played these settings more, I'd inherently probably get better at them. Again, I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but I could see these being not bad settings, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Yal is talking about it. I think hints could change how the scene went as well. I think it'll be interesting to see
I'm
how...
I'm definitely excited for stuff like fly hints and other stuff like that. I understand why they weren't tested today, you know, because you know, they're fairly early in development and other stuff. But I think definitely in the next few weeks of the weeklies and stuff like that, I'd definitely be hoping to see more fly hints and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Alrighty, I hope I'm not interrupting.
No.
No.
We are going to raid into raid. That's a funny sentence to say. Also, GG's to Crystal Betties for finishing in first place with a time of 2:55.
Whoa!
Nice, Crystal.
GG's Crystal.
So,
for real.
Right now on ZSR we have the A Link to the Past, No Major Glitch, Nick Season 3 going on ZSR 2. And on ZSR 1 we have the ANA Weekly of Ocarina of Time Randomizer. And that's about it for today. Pretty tame day today for ZeldaSpeedRuns. Tomorrow we will have a bit more stuff, so keep an eye out if you wanna see more Zelda. Sadly, no Skyward Sword tomorrow. Maybe Skyward Sword 80%. We'll see. On that note, I wish you all a great rest of your evening, day, whichever place you are in the world. And have fun. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tracking.
Thanks for restreaming, Celeste.
Yay.
And thanks, Tress, for this magnificent seed.
I assume have we rated